Well, there's nothing on the agenda, so first question is, are we going to talk about anything? Does anyone,
Yes.
you have stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one thing, but maybe it's going to be short and quick.
Well, if there's something, we might as well just
If
um,
there's an
finish
em-
it.
if there's an empty agenda and it's just you, Mile, do you want to just present your stuff and we won't bother sharing the screen, like talking using the Google Doc?
Yeah, yeah. That's fine. Uh, okay, I'll kick it off. I want to I won't be doing the usual presentation of the meeting or anything. What I want to talk about is the announcement that I prepared regarding Ingress and Nginx Gateway API and what people should expect from cert-manager. I I think it's almost done. It's on the website. There is a PR which I will share very soon. I'm very happy because I've had some feedback from the Gateway API folks, especially the way I said Gateway API is a regression compared to Ingress. I literally said that. I think Nick, who was reviewing, didn't like it. So I made it a bit more uh, like we agree with uh, the with the design decisions of the Gateway API. So this is the PR. I want to have it merged as soon as possible, if possible. So if you want to look at it, that'd be great. I've 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 made some diagrams in it. I hope you like it because it took me some time away from work, real work. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I've already had a quick pass at it, and I think I've added another review based on the changes you've made. Um, but on the whole, the content I think is fine. I think saying that, making the point that there's a reason why Gateway API lacks in parity, but both the Gateway API and we understand that, and they're working on a fix, and we're working on a fix. Based on their work is good communication. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah, I don't know. I've left a review, but my review is boiled down to just like literally tone of voice at this point and how things are worded more than anything.
Yeah, thanks for this, by the way, because this first paragraph I had written, not written, by the way, was really poor. Uh, yeah, but it's much better now.
Yeah, I mean, I always take like three attempts to write something because I always hate what I've written.
And I had like 1,000 pieces of feedback from Josh. So
Cool. It also looks like it also looks like Richard has was, left some feedback on it as well.
oh, I haven't looked at it. Oh, I'll address it later.
Cool. But I'm happy once you've dealt with the feedback, the actual contents. I don't think there's any objection here to anyone here has any objections to us merging and posting this.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for me. Oh, sorry. Someone said something.
I was just saying, I was going to say it's good.
Ah,
Uh,
thanks.
I would maybe have a TLDR just after the intro, just like with the bullet points. Like I think your conclusion's really good, um, and
After
the
the
timeline is good. But like, yeah, I'd
Sorry,
bring
where is the TLDR?
I would
Where
bring
do
it
you?
right to the top. Like so you've got the timeline, um, and conclusion and all that. That kind of forms a TLDR thing. Like a lot of the content isn't stuff that most people will need to know right now, or is more for information. I think at a glance, looking at the page, there's value in being able to say what the plan is, just
Yeah.
really
Okay.
succinctly.
In that
I'll
vein as well, succinctness, I'd probably scope the TLDR to what's actually going to happen. So, for example, the TLDR be something like Gateway API are working on releasing their X listener sets. Once that is released, we will add automation to this as a gate as a feature in this release, expected early Q1. Um, like it probably is boils down to two or three bullet points of like what's happening. And that way we can get the TLDR free of why it's happening because the whole point of a TLDR is they don't care why, they just want to know what's the changes that are going to come to cert-manager in the next few months.
okay, yeah, I'll add that. Thanks.
Sweet.
Is that it? Is there no other topics? Is this
No,
going
I think
to
Hemant, maybe you want to talk about maybe something? What's going on with these PRs?
Yeah,
Helm diff one, for example.
yeah, the hand diff one, I didn't get to it with all the holidays and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'll try to
And
finish
KubeCon
it.
also.
Yeah, try to finish it this weekend. I did make some progress on the renewal windows. I added tests to check for some of the window edge cases. I'll add more test cases, but that PR should be ready for review now. I did fix all the weird 150 files of rebase and stuff. So that is fixed now. Along with that, I added validation webhooks. Then what else? Yeah, I added some checks in the trigger controller to check for if there is a window error. Then we add a condition to the cert status that there is a window error. Yeah, so basically did some work on that and also added tests. So yeah, if you guys can take a look at it, that would be helpful. I can paste the link actually. I might
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
that'll be great. Thank you.
I love lots of free time coming into December or about halfway through December. So if it's in a if it's not done by then, I should have plenty of time to go over it.
Oh, we just looked into the camera there. Um,
She wants her DINNER. That's why she's fussing.
bless.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Hemant. It's really cool stuff that you're working on. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Yep,
you.
yep. The next release set mine just shaping up to have a bunch of cool stuff in it.
Absolutely. I if we're finished on that, I have one thing I'd like to share, an issue I've raised that I think would be it's the kind of thing that might set someone's creative juices flowing and be something that they want to work on, or it might not. It's an issue with Makefile modules. At the moment, the version of Go that's used to build a tool installed by Go install is whatever version you had at the time that you built that tool, and we cache that, and it's shared across other tools. This bit me particularly badly because I'd been on paternity leave, so a lot of my dependencies were built with an ancient version of Go, and there were several releases that happened when I came back. But this is going to be confusing to any developer that with the caching, I think. The simplest possible solution is having the version of Go in the name of the file. Our caching treats names at the moment the same between like downloaded dependencies and Go installed dependencies. So there's a bit of extra logic that would be needed to make that work. Um, but effectively, I think our caching strategy is wrong. I think there's for every Go install dependency, there's actually two versions that are important, and one of them is the Go version. Go vuln check is particularly vulnerable to this.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I never thought of
The
that.
only complication, aside from the fact it changes the strategy for one thing, but not the downloaded dependencies, the only other complication is vendor Go is an option. So it's also got to pick up the version of Go if you're not using vendor Go. Um, from your system,
Sure.
which isn't too hard. Like you can
No,
just run Go version.
I had a quick play with this, and I had like a variable called actual Go version, which runs Go version and then awks the third part of it.
Go
But
underscore version underscore for realsies.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's kind of like this isn't too strenuous, but it's like enough fun with make files that it's something, and I probably wouldn't have brought it up today except for the fact because I'd only been burnt by it once with Go Vuln Check before, except today I got tremendously burnt by it, I thought. So
Oh wait, I've been burned by this
yeah.
for
I
in the
mean,
past because of this Go version mismatch, like between the Go version that is in the makefiles and
Hmm.
the one that I have.
I wonder
Sorry,
what
the version that I built the tools with.
I wonder
I
if you
And
might
faced the same
store it.
issue with Golang CI lint.
Hmm.
Like that was also the same issue.
That's what I had the problem with today.
Yeah, I've had issue where it just fails. It literally panics on random things if you're using an older version after an upgrade locally.
Yeah.
Um, I I wonder if we could use a meta version strategy where, as opposed to like at Go version, you just have at version of app plus Go whatever version underscore Darwin under,
Yeah. Um,
and that would
I
also fit with the strategy of the other stuff.
there's a lot of ways of sort of achieving it. Kind of the difficult thing about doing it is more in the current strategy of writing all this stuff expects a certain file format and like the way you define a dependency on a tool, the generation for that doesn't know that it's a Go thing. It just knows that it's a tool, and
Yeah.
it just ends up being a bit of make stuff. But I'm throwing it out. Like I would like to work on it, but I'm spinning a couple of plates. I mean, I'm not going to touch it right now, but consider it shared.
Don't say Nick. I do like Nick's, but it is a pain.
Yeah, the whole other can of worms there.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the if you want to go if you're going to totally random routes, Go for the last few versions has the ability to have tools defined in your Go mod file, and then you can just go tool space name of thing you want to use.
Yeah, I maybe, but it's
It makes it harder to work with Go make modules because how would it add it to the tools file,
yeah, like it
the
introduces
mod
it. Like
file?
I kind of like that we have one place for all tools to be defined and it's controlled
Yeah.
by us. Um, but yeah, it needs a there's some work required to get this to completion in any case.
it
You
seems
should
like we ha
throw Copilot at it and see what happens.
Maybe yeah. I'm trying to set up like an agentic thing locally, so maybe I'll just fire that at it and see what it does.
Cool. Have
AI
you,
is probably the only thing that can read the make files in the first place.
uh,
It's sort of related. Just I, our tools module is actually incredibly complicated. Like the logic is impenetrable, and I wouldn't expect that most people would be comfortable working on it. Um, I do wonder if there's a tipping point at which like having a little Go program that we use rather than the make file logic that we have would be simpler to reason about, or not necessarily Go, but like, probably that's the easiest way. Basically, have the tools module just install and set up Go, and then use a different actual program to do the rest of it. But that's getting quite off the beaten track, I think.
I think, yeah, I think the problem is the tools module could be quite simple if every dependency we had was Go. It's the other dependencies that aren't Go, where we're trying to download them in their various TARD forms, extract the right file, verify all the hashes. Like
Mm.
that's when it almost makes maybe it shouldn't be one tool dot make. Maybe we should have a little micro file for a file for the Go tools and then a file for everything that's like special.
There's something to be said for that. I like when I very first attempted to use tools make file. for cert-manager, I just like did the dumb thing and just listed out every single dependency without any of the makefile for each loops and all the fanciness that is quite difficult to read. And I think that that's okay. Um, it just it evolved in a different direction. Maybe the problems would be solved by an agent going over it and adding comments to the things that don't have comments, because some of the function invocations are horrendous, and having comments there would be a big help, I think. Another thing would be having something that makes it just a little bit quicker to upgrade the Go vended Go version with the hashes, like the kind of thing that make is going to be a pain to do. And yeah,
Yes, I mean Renovate could potentially do that. We we've already got it updating the tool versions of some tools in the Makefile module, which is pretty cool.
yeah, I suppose if we my vision, if you like, for if we had it be some Go program that is working on this, the actual tool specification could just become a JSON file that lists the tools and the versions that are relevant to that. And I imagine that Renovate would have an easier time doing that than
You almost need a workflow tool, a workflow system, just to make that as robust as it needs to be for all the extra cases. So you need to build a workflow. Like first, you download this, then you extract it, then you compare this. Like you, it's you're building a workflow tool that isn't for CI or anything. It's literally just to download tools.
yeah, it it can be taken to a fairly crazy extreme, I think. But sorry, Maya, I think you were about to say something. I don't want to hog the
Oh, no, no,
microphone.
no, 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 no. I was waiting for everybody to stop talking to start saying that we could do a triage party now.
We could, we could.
Ah,
Yep.
so in the past, I think in the not the last one, no, I think in the last one we had a special person prepare ahead of time a list of 7 or 8 tickets, so that we can talk about them with some preparation ahead of time. Obviously, I'm talking about Mladen, who did that in the past. We had a person who prepared things ahead of time, but now
Special
we
person
don't.
can be an insult, Mile. Just FYI.
No, not special. We had someone who did that. I didn't think of doing it today, but I think it's still time to.
It's in the document for open source responder. It should be that person. Ash, is it still you?
It is.
Is it in the document actually? Maybe if we discussed this after the document was drafted and we forgot to update it.
Is it in the HackMD document that you had created, or are you talking about the Jira stuff?
I was talking about the Jira stuff.
Okay,
We
sorry,
have,
Hemant. Sorry,
um,
Adam.
we have the split brain
Situation.
office.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, let's see the Jira one.
Okay, I'm gonna lose my mind. Hmm.
I think it's fine if I share this on the screen.
Maybe not do that today since it kind of defeats the whole purpose of we don't have the things prepped in advance, so no one's really read them in advance. So this defeats the whole purpose. I mean, we can discuss some because we have people here, but we're losing the main kind of benefit, I think, of having what we're gonna discuss known in advance.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
I maybe I have a single item and it has been looked at by some people. At least Hammond looked at it. So maybe I want to. Here's the one ticket that I had listed. I had prepared a list of one item to be looked at before the previous meeting, but I forgot to uh, ask everybody to look at it. Here's the item 7788,
Oh,
and
I forgot.
I think you assigned
Yeah,
yourself. Is
yeah,
it?
I think I forgot about this.
It sounded like something interesting, so I thought, oh, um, so what are we doing with this one?
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know enough to be helpful. For some reason,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I'm basically reading the issue to get back. I think uh, uh,
without patching the ingress. I don't understand this. Oh yeah, and you said, could you tell me more? And you're thinking,
yeah,
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
yeah, even I'm getting confused now. Mhm.
Do
I don't know.
they just want a different default value in the core?
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay,
then,
should
like,
it?
yeah, it's what is the consequence of setting that default value to true?
That I can't give you. I think. I mean, if they're able to configure it on a per installation level, then there's very little consequence. It just makes the documentation a bit confusing, potentially.
Hmm.
I don't know about by changing it to true by default,
Okay,
but
so it seems like this could be implemented then. Should it be designed?
it doesn't feel like it needs a design doc because it's not. Like, I don't think the actual change would be complicated.
Yeah. Okay. Then maybe a good first issue, or unless you assign yourself because you wanted to implement it.
I don't know. I think I have two more issues assigned to me, so yeah, I think we
Okay.
can
Do
mark
you
it
want
as
to get unassigned and we can
yeah,
put a
yeah.
good
I
first
can do
issue?
that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. We did one. This is great. I I wonder if we could do the weekly triage uh, tab on the triage party tool. I don't know if that's the way you intended, Mladen, or you imagined
I think the
when.
idea behind the thing was we'd pre-look at them, and therefore we could just basically share our thoughts rather than having to sit in
Yeah, that's
silence
true.
reading while on a Zoom call.
Yes,
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Who is going to prepare this next week?
the next open source responder.
Okay, then
You
whoever is the next one is responsible for finding a couple of tickets that we can prepare ahead of time.
hmm.
I'll hold my hands up and apologize for not doing that this week.
No, no, it's probably we forgot to add it in the doc stash.
Yeah, well, I think
I
the
doubt
transition was a bit brutal.
I doubt it's you.
It could easily be me. I've been doing all sorts this week that isn't open source as well.
Okay, great. I'll be gladly going away then.
We'll have a finish early for Thanksgiving, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, it's like fun.
Sweet. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Nice to see you all.
Yep,
Yeah,
nice to
always
see you
nice.
Have a
all.
good day. Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Thank
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.